internets
and interwebs. All right, before you even start, we both know my boss wants this movie made, and you aren't about to give me a faithful adaptation to anything remotely resembling Resident Evil, the video game, 1 through 4. So just tell me what's in this movie so I can pretend to give a crap, and then we'll go ahead and make it. I'll go home, have dinner, find proof of your existence in my kitchen, and we'll all get on with our little lives.
Actually, I have a lot of things from the games in the script, basically. Sort of. I think you might find this to be rather faithful. Maybe.
Is your main character still Alice?
Well, yeah.
Nope. Not faithful, not even close. Give me the title and let's move along.
Well, for this one, we're calling it Resident Evil Apocalypse.
Right, because you always want to jump from the first film straight into the end of the world.
Nah, I was thinking about saving that for a sequel. So we start with having Alice recap the first film to keep everyone up to date, and then we have them reopen the hive to find out what happened.
The T virus escaped, the Red Queen went crazy, kills everyone, and everybody is dead. What else do they need to know?
Well, that's what you put at the end of the first film, so we kind of had to show that.
And what exactly are you going to show?
That they're totally screwed. Holy shit.
No.
We then have a bunch of unmarked SUVs come to pick up specific people which are important to Umbrella, including a little girl who is the daughter of one of the head scientists.
Oh, come on. Please don't tell me you're going to do something terrible with that poor little girl.
Oh, please. I'm not going to do something terrible.
Good.
Just going to hit the SUV with a truck.
Oh, you sick bastard.
Ah, it's okay. Her one arm is moving. She's fine. We then fast forward an unspecific amount of time and find that zombies are everywhere and attacking people. And this is when we introduce Jill Valentine, wearing the same outfit that she has in Resident Evil 3.
Really? All right. I didn't see that coming. Please tell me you made her a badass.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, just like that, I'm somewhat invested in your film. Well, invested like a Pooh Bear in a empty honey pot, but still invested. Please continue.
We then show one of the guys from Umbrella uses a computer to activate Project Alice. And we show the scenes from the end of the first film where she leaves a hospital and finds the destruction of the city. We then jump back to Jill and find that Umbrella has the whole city walled off and only one exit is open. So of course, the entire city is at that gate trying to get out.
So Umbrella had a wall around the entire city from day one. I mean, you aren't trying to tell me they started building the wall after the T-virus escaped.
The city is completely contained, sir. Our troops have sealed all exits.
Oh no, the wall definitely was there beforehand, but that's not important. What is important is that one of the people trying to leave has the virus and turns into a zombie right there.
You know what? That's fine. There are at least 15 people standing around with the zombie solution. Shoot his ass.
Shooting his ass wouldn't do any good. I already said you have to shoot them ahead. Don't you know anything about zombies?
Do I? Do I know anything about zombies? Here, take a look at these.
Never gonna get that image out of my mind. Alright, anyway, dude from Umbrella decides that since an infected person has gone to the gates, they have no choice but to seal the city completely. They then convince everyone to go back home.
How are you going to convince an angry mob?
Oh, by shooting at them.
Yeah, that's pretty convincing.
Jill Valentine, a cop who just got bit by a zombie, and a reporter all decide to run to a church for safety, only to find the place filled with liquors. Just as they run out of ammo, Alice comes crashing through a second-story stained glass window and saves the day.
I'm supposed to believe that Alice was driving around on this bike, covered in weapons, having ammo stuffed in every crack and orifice about her person, notices a church and thinks to herself, I still haven't crossed drive through a second-story stained glass window of Jesus' home off of my bucket list. You know? It might be the time, and then proceeds to build a ramp to do just that, and just happened to do so in time to save a bunch of random people.
Well, I like to think that there was construction going on at the buildings next door, so she just used some scaffolding to drive into the church after she heard some gunfire as she was driving by.
As if that makes any more sense than what I just made up. So, what kind of reaction is Jill going to have to Alice? Is she going to be like, oh God, blah, blah, blah? Or is she going to thank her for the rescue, or put a gun against her head?
Not exactly.
Who the
Banana.
are you?
Well, at least I'm still remotely happy with the way you made Jill in the film. Kind of like a kid that graduates college last in the class. I mean, still happy with him, but you're not really proud. She might not be exactly like she is in the games, but a badass is a badass, and I always enjoy a good badass. So please, continue.
We now show that the little girl from earlier has a father who is a chief scientist for her umbrella. The father wants his daughter back, so he makes a deal to get Alice, Jill, and the others out of the city if they rescue his daughter from the school. And they only have until sunrise to do this.
Let me guess. They're going to turn into vampires. No, even better. They're going to nuke the city.
Oh, yeah.
What yield?
5 kilotons.
Kitten.
Classic Umbrella. Can't really complain. If you get something that works, use it.
Of course, while they're making their way over there, Umbrella decides to activate the Nemesis Project, a giant, mutated monstrosity that they've armed with a minigun and a rocket launcher.
Activate Nemesis program now.
And he's going to be hunting the STARS members, just like in the game?
No, but he is going to encounter them and kill them really easily.
They're stars. Special Tactics and Rescue Squad. They're the best.
Stars.
I have mixed feelings about this. Very mixed feelings. Like trying Frankenberry for the first time in October. I don't hate it. I remember loving it as a child, but something's just not right with every bite. But anyway.
Well, that's because the blueberry one's the best. Anyway, Nemesis eventually catches up with Alice and crew, and this is when we discover that Alice is his actual target, and we have an epic fight between them.
Nemesis. Run.
giant, hulking, mutated monster armed with a minigun and a rocket launcher versus short, skinny woman with 2 pea pistols. In what world is this fight labeled as epic? In fact, how exactly are you going to have Alice survive this fight?
Well, she's going to avoid a rocket by hiding in a dumpster before Nemesis is called away.
She's going to avoid a rocket coming out of a just by. How the fuck does that work exactly? What are you going to do next? Have someone survive a nuclear explosion by hiding in your refrigerator?
You know, that's not a bad idea. I bet I could.
Don't even think about it. Okay. Look. Who called Nemesis away? His mom? Did he have to go home and do dishes? Was the streetlights coming on?
Well, we never say, but we're going to imply it was for the plot.
Oh, you're killing me, Smalls. You're killing me. It's always for the plot with you. You're supposed to imply it's something else. Hell, have his wife call him home because he forgot to do the dishes. The garbage is overflowing. The kid's got a runny nose. Imply something, damn it.
Oh, well, in that case, we never say, but we're going to imply it's something else. Without saying what that is.
I'm starting to wonder, seriously, if I could just drop like little boards with words written on them into a pile, make a voodoo witchcraft ritual, and make better scripts than you write. I'm leaning toward a strong maybe.
I don't know what you're talking about. Jill and the reporter go to the school to get the girl.
Well, what about the other cop, the one that got bit?
Oh, turned into a zombie, killed by Jill, moving on. We also have 2 mercenaries who make the same deal to find the daughter, and they all show up to rescue her. So, after they get her, then Jill, Alice, and one of the mercenary guys talk to the father who...
Wait, you're skipping things again. What happened to the reporter?
Oh, found zombie kids, got eaten.
We're gonna take you home. Oh my god.
She didn't have a way to defend herself?
Well, she did have a gun, but considering the fact that she never fired a gun in her life, she wasn't given exactly the best instruction on how to use it.
You. Take the second. I'll take the basement.
I've never shot a gun before.
There's nothing to it. Try to hit him in the head.
Okay, but the other mercenary, what happened there?
Oh, got cocky, eaten by zombie dogs.
Stay. Thought you might need a hand.
You work for Umbrella?
Used to. Till they left us for dead in this place. Now, I consider myself freelance. Sergeant Nikolai Zhinofev, at your service.
You appear to be killing off people rather quickly.
Yeah, but nobody cares about these people. It's all about Alice and Nemesis.
Speak for yourself. The only person I care about in this whole movie so far is Jill. What's happening with what should be our main character?
Well, now that they have the scientist's daughter, he tells them where they can find a helicopter that will take them out of the city. But as the copter isn't for them, they had to take out the guards. By running down the side of a building.
That's great. Wonderful. Really wonderful. What about Jill?
Well, she's with the others when they all get caught.
Why aren't you giving the badass a chance to badass?
I am! This is when we have Alice fight Nemesis again!
Oh, dear God, I said badass, not Mary Sue. Anyway, why are you making these two fight again? Just because David versus Goliath with a slingshot was an epic story doesn't mean anybody wants to watch that happen in a movie. Besides, in case you forgot, I have a secret. This movie is supposed to be about zombies.
Well, they want to see which of the two are strongest because the Nemesis is the pinnacle of T-virus mutation, while Alice is the only person to have bonded with the T-virus at a cellular level, obtaining a sort of evolution.
So they decided to have the two fight hand to hand to see who was stronger.
Of course. Until Nemesis breaks off a large piece of metal and starts brandishing it like a sword, then the guy in charge of this whole thing gives Alice some weapons to even the odds.
If you have to even the odds, then you know who the winner is. Is Nemesis. If Alice was the winner, you wouldn't need to help her.
I don't know what you're talking about. Alice defeats Nemesis, but then recognizes his one eye and realizes that Nemesis is actually Matt from the original movie.
No shit, Sherlock. You ended the last movie with the words, "I want him in the Nemesis program." Remember? It was pretty cut and dry, black and white right there at the end. Who the hell were we expected to be? Bill Clinton?
I did not have sexual relations with that woman. These allegations are false.
Stars.
Regardless, Alice refuses to kill Nemesis, so they tell Nemesis to kill her, but he then decides to fight alongside Alice instead.
So you're telling me that when I was playing Resident Evil 3, and I was running my fat ass through the city, scared to death, fearing for my life, from this stars. That all I had to do, just one question. What's happening with Jill?
Who? Oh, right, yeah. So she escapes along with the rest, and they take over the helicopter. But that isn't important, because we have Nemesis blowing up another helicopter with his rocket launcher.
I don't care about Nemesis. I care about Jill, Valentine, the girl I know.
Well, that's good, because Nemesis just died when one of the helicopters landed on Splat.
Thank God. Another one bites the dust. Cue Queen, fade to black. What is Jill doing?
Well, she helps Alice, who's in bad shape, get on the helicopter. As the helicopter takes off, Alice then dumps the guy from Umbrella back onto the ground, where a whole bunch of zombies come to eat him.
Stop. Just stop. Answer me one question. Does Jill, Valentine, of the video game lore, do anything for the rest of this film? Or is it just about Alice?
Well, it's basically just Alice. It's basically just Alice. Basically just Alice.
Okay. I'm okay. I had to get that out of my system.
Why are you covered in cotton?
Well, this? Well, your handling of this property has made me just a tad bit angry. And instead of making the world a better place by ripping your head off of your shoulders, followed by cutting off your arms and legs, and then shoving said arms and legs down the hole that used to be your neck, I instead just demolished a room and tore apart a stuffed animal that, well, it reminded me of you. It's too bad, too, because I'm really going to miss that stuffed bald eagle. He was just like a stuffed bald eagle to me. Oh, you can continue now. I'm good. I'm good. So I take it they all have a happy ending.
What? No. The nuke goes off, causing a piece of the helicopter to break loose. It's flying in the air, going to hit the little girl, but Alice throws herself in front of it to protect her, and she dies.
Really? You are honestly going to try to make me believe that you are going to kill off the Alice character? Oh, please. That is as likely as you actually creating a Resident Evil film that actually has the same plot as one of the games.
Oh, no. A team from Umbrella get there, and we show that Alice is definitely dead.
And how long does it take before you show her come back to life?
Well, 30 seconds.
Exactly.
They wake up Alice, mentioning that her physical and mental abilities are off the chart. She appears to have amnesia, but this quickly wears off, and she reminds them who she is.
My name is Alice. And I remember everything.
Woo! Yay! Yippee! I'm so happy.
She then walks out of the place, showing off her nifty new psychic abilities by making a guy bleed from his eyes, nose, and ears.
Nifty.
She walks outside. She has a dozen armed guards pointing guns at her. What will she do? Have no fear. The mercenary and Jill are here to take her away and make everything look happy.
So you had Jill off camera do nothing except save Alice at the end. At the end of it is a shame. I only have one bald eagle. That's the end, right?
Well, it looks that way, but then we reveal that the head scientist of Umbrella lets her go on purpose, and Alice's eyes now have the Umbrella logo on them, implying she's being controlled by them. We pan out to space, we see an Umbrella satellite, and we roll credits. Pretty awesome, right?
If you were making an action film that had nothing to do with a well-known, beloved video game property, maybe. For Resident Evil movie, not so much. Not that it matters. I've got a guy in Hollywood that has bats that he gives names to, that has told me to make this film. So, you know what? Nothing. It's beautiful. It's wonderful. We're going to make it. Your bald head can be shinier after you buy that new can of wax. All I can hope for is that after this one, any further sequels, I beg you, please, just try to get a little bit closer to the actual video games.
Yeah. I really want to hold my breath on that. Bye!
Son of a... What happened? The T-virus escaped. Everyone died. Oh yeah, and wet cream. Wet cream.
Dude, what you're coming up with and what's actually on the script are two completely...
Red Queen. Whipped cream.
And when that whipped cream always ruins the hive and starts making zombies.
Yep.
Well, she's with the other...
And have ammo's crack. I'm starting to wonder if I could just drop random Scrabble levers.
Levers? Scrabble levers.
Yes, it's a new thing. Exactly. They wake up Alice mentioning that this is your line, and I'm just going to say exactly. You know...
MagicInspiration.com